Good afternoon guys, this is Sylvie, and in today's video, well, I'm going to be showing you my very old collection of Sylvanian Families, which is all from the 90s, which I've recently rediscovered because we're packing stuff up because we're moving house. So we got some shout outs, and they go to Gummy Bear H, Jerry Feather 2.0, Emily Nickerson and Christy Vance, Cat Plays a Star Wars Fan 2006, and also Furby Forest needs more subs. I actually really love Furby Forest's channel because she films her Furby videos and other little toy videos with a really nice sort of foresty background, and I haven't seen anyone else do that, so very well worth checking out. So in the bottom of one of the cupboards downstairs I rediscovered all my old Sylvanian Families. Now these are, if you're in America, these are sold as Calico Critters, but it's the same thing. They're called Sylvanian Families in the UK. These little figures are originally from Japan, which I only found out, I don't know, about 5 years ago when I was watching a TV program about toys. So I thought that was really neat because I really like Japanese things. But so these are my Sylvanian Families. Let's have a look. I put them all here. There are a lot, and I do have the original boxes for most of them. The very first one I got was this house here. It's a very basic house, but my dad got some sticky sort of like wallpaper stuff and stuck it inside so it looked all nice. And he also stuck a little thumbtack on the door there to give it a little door handle as well. It's also got a little picture up there which my mum gave me to have in the bedroom, because that was the bedroom of this little house. The only drawback to this house, and they have made better houses since, is of course it's got no stairs. So how do the little animals get upstairs? We're not quite sure. Maybe they can teleport. The second one I got was a Schoolhouse. It's still got its bell there. I still have all the furniture. We'll get to that later. But it's not in these particular ones because I don't have the boxes for them, so they were just put in by themselves. So you've got little boards there, that's where the teacher stood, and all the desks went on the floor there in the classroom. And the doors here open as well, like that. So the next one I got was this one, and this is like a sailor's cottage. Again, I do have all the things that go in it. I mean, like the little parrot that goes there, I need to look him out because he was really cute. And I think something hung there as well, because that comes out as well. With these later models, they did actually do, because that house is one of the original models, the windows open. On this house, windows are plastic, and the Schoolhouse, the windows don't open. So as they went along, they started doing opening windows. I've knocked his hammock down there. Where's the hook? There it is. This could take all day. My fingers are much bigger now than when I was a kid. There we go, I put his hammock back up. So, the next one I got, I'm not entirely sure now, I know they were the first three. I know the post office is one that I got fairly near the beginning. I've still got the box, and the post office box that it came in is where all my little animals and accessories and the desks for the school and everything else are all inside there. And I was really happy about that because I thought, oh no, I've lost them. And I always took great care of my things, so I was quite sad that they might have gone missing. This one had a whole load of little things inside it as well, like a little post office counter and stuff. Again, the windows open, those ones at the back don't. And it's a nice sturdy little post office. The flower shop here, oh no, choking hazard, probably won't be allowed these days, is in a real bad state of disarray. The flowers are all kind of all over the place. And there's the florist. At least I think she's the florist. She might not have been the one that came with it. Oh no, she is. There she is on the cover, on the box. So, still got the original florist, but I've probably lost a lot of these because they're very small. Let me see. This was probably the next one I got, which is the ice cream cart. This one is in the worst condition. The saddle thing that goes over the horse to connect to these bits is broken in half, which is really sad. I wouldn't have done it on purpose. It must have got broken throughout the course of time or something like that. Also, this is all discoloured. I might try and get that cleaned. It's got a various little like drinks and whatnot. As far as I'm aware, I've still got all the original things that go on it. Okay, now I realise the ice cream, I put it the other side, but it actually goes at the end. No wonder I couldn't fit anything on. Should have looked at the picture. Oh well. This one was always one of my favourites. This is a little caravan. You can see there what it looks like when it's open. A little family of badgers lives in that one. I loved this one. It was my favourite until I got the canal boat. Now the canal boat is my absolute favourite and will always be my absolute favourite because it is amazing. It all opens out inside. I don't know if I can lift the top off so you can see inside. It is awesome. I love it. And I've seen that they have actually they've remade some of these play sets. And it looks very much like they are pretty much the same as what I had when I was a kid, which I think is great. I know that they still sell the canal boat, or they did a few years ago, because I remember seeing it in a toy shop. So if it's still the same as it was originally, and I think they have kept it quite the same. I know that the animals' clothes are all very much the same as what they were in the 90s. I love that. I really do, because it really, my personal opinion, it really kind of makes me sad when they re-release something, such as Littlest Pet Shop, for example. My Littlest Pet Shop I had growing up is different to the Littlest Pet Shop that they had later on. With my one, the animals look more realistic, they all did a different thing, and they all had their own little enclosures. I like the new Littlest Pet Shop for a different reason, because I thought it was creative. However, it lost the individuality of the animals all doing a different thing. That was the whole point of the original one. Whereas the new one, the animals all had bobbleheads and magnets in them and blah blah blah. And although they were very cute, I think it lost some of the original charm of the one I grew up with. But I still love the new Littlest Pet Shop as well. It's just that the one I grew up with, I suppose, has meaning to me because I grew up with it. For the same reason you guys who grew up with the new Littlest Pet Shop, it will always be special to you. You know, it's just memories, isn't it, really? So the next one we've got, and I'm pretty sure this one came after the canal boat. Oh, it's such a long time ago. I can't remember. This is the bus. It looks a bit like one of those old London open-top buses. It's got the driver there. He's a duck. It could be a goose, but I think he's a duck. You can see the picture down there, what the bus looks like. And the very final one I got was this one. This is the Treehouse Nursery, which was one of the newer ones they made. I could probably open it out. It's a cute little nursery. I've still got all the original accessories I know for this one. I used to play with this one a lot when I was a kid. And it's where I put all my baby Sylvanian Families, like these guys. And I remember I used to, when I was in, I think it was like year 1 or year 2, that's grade, first grade or second grade for American people watching. I used to take one of these to school in my pocket, these little ducks. You weren't allowed to take toys with you, but I used to sneak one in my pocket with me. And I hadn't forgotten it, but it's not an actual building, it's this little slide here with a little tire. I think we saved up tokens and got that. We had some sort of a voucher for it, or a voucher for a small item from the collection, so that's what I got, the slide. So that's my collection of 90s Sylvanian Families. I'm really glad I found them, but now I've got to box them all up and put them away again. So I found out as I got older, I would set all of these up like a village, in the yard or in the bottom of the garden or whatever, and I'd set them all up, and I'd go to play, and suddenly realise I'd lost interest and put them all away again. And the older I got, the less able I was to think up stories and things for them, which is pretty sad really, but I still love them and I wouldn't get rid of them, because they're all memories, you know, from when I was a kid. So that's the end of this video. I just thought I'd share another vintage toy collection with you, because I do occasionally. So if you want to see more vintage toys that I have, feel free to click either box that comes up below. And this is Syl signing off. I'll see you all in the next video.